Good morning, everybody. Welcome to another Goodwill Bins shopping day. It is winter break, and it is definitely a lot busier than typical because all the kids are off school. But I wanted to see what I find today. It's been a while since I've been here, so hopefully I find some good stuff. I've been selling a lot of picture frames lately. This one's kind of cheap and it doesn't have the glass, otherwise I would pick it up, but don't sleep on picture frames right now. So here's the first grab of the day, these adorable painted houses. I think some of them might be, Christmas themed. So these are kind of coming back, so I'm gonna grab them and decide later. I love these markers. These ones look like these Mickey. I wonder where they're from. Okay, I have like a version I got in Europe. I need to look these up and see if they're like a knockoff or just like a Disney version, but there's so many of them and they can be expensive. And I love mine. I use them to color and my son loves them too. So it's kind of a fun find. Not for you guys, but for me. Here's the rest of them. So yeah, Disney. So this is someone else's cart. Can you imagine if I would have scored this amazing piece? I would have just lost it. Now this may be my first really good find of the day. This carved wood shelf. Looks like it has the slot for plates. That is beautiful. Okay, it's going in the cart. Even though Christmas is over, I'm still looking for good holiday stuff to box up for next year. This little Santa gnome is cute, but really excited about this tree because you guys know I have a ceramic Christmas tree collection, so I will add this to it. There are so many of these plastic totes today, which is awesome because that's when you can find a lot of the breakables, and it's nice that they put them in totes so you don't have to worry about them getting busted as much as like the free-for-all bin. There's a lot of art today, which is great, but usually pieces like this that I think were part of a painting party. Now this one looks kind of interesting. What's what? Oh, it's a shoe. What does she have on her lap? An onion and a wine bottle? Very different. I won't be getting it. One of my resolutions for this year is to not pick up really large pieces of art anymore. It's so hard to sell in a booth space, and I just do not like shipping them, so I'm going to try to be good. You guys have heard me say that before. So usually I ignore lids like this because why would I pick a lid up if there's no bottom to it? But a friend of mine just found a random lid at Goodwill, and she ended up selling it for like over $200 on eBay because it was a good replacement for a lid to this vintage ceramic pottery that was very collectible. So maybe look up lids now, guys. Maybe we should be looking up lids. So this is adorable. It's painted, although I feel like it's missing maybe the horse. Okay, I gotta look it up. A cute wooden kitty. Cat stuff sells. So anytime I find something cute, I usually pick it up. This painted one is adorable. It is always so intriguing to open a package at Goodwill. And these are very interesting, like perfume bottles with fairies in it. It's definitely a print. So I think I'm gonna pass on them because I usually try to pick up original art, but they're really cute. And next to these prints are these really cool ones, which I actually like, but the mat is going yellow. So I'm gonna pass on them. You can always paint or spray paint the mat, but I do not feel like doing a project. So card update, not really exciting. This I really like. The rest of the pieces, I'm kind of lukewarm on. I mean, these are cute. The frame, frames are selling. So anytime I can find them at the bins, I'm usually picking them up, especially if they're in good shape. Still need to look this guy up. Definitely getting the ceramic tree. So not very exciting, but they're getting ready to roll out the new bins. So as I wait for the new bins to come out, I usually do like a lap around the store because people have started to go through their carts and pare back already. And so I want to see if any of the good stuff that they decided to put back has made it back into the bin. So I looked up this little cart and it's from Costa Rica. It's an oxen cart, and this is all it is. There's no oxen with it. So I may get it. It's very adorable. Fresh bins. And then this one will be the one I will be going through, which is full to the brim. So after going through all those bins, I found these. And these, which are little wooden rock toys, a picture frame, and then the most exciting thing, which actually could be really cool once I open it up, it says it's a picture frame mat cutter, which would be awesome for me because I frame a lot of art. So this is probably the best find, but I gotta open it up. So this mat cutter is an oldie, $4.95. Looks like this. And I feel like the pieces are here maybe. So there's all the blades, which I can always clean up. But it looks like it's missing another round metal piece in that area. So I don't know if all of it's there. So that would be a bummer because I was really excited about finding that. Now it is the book bins, which I love going through. So I love sketchbooks because you never know what you're gonna find inside. And the very first drawing is this. So I think after that, they must have given up on art because there's nothing else in these pages. I got some good old books. I use them for styling in my booth. And they actually do sell as well. So some nice patina on these. I also got this botanical line drawing book for me and my son. He's really into drawing right now, and I think this would be fun to take with us when we're like at a restaurant, and we can maybe do a little sketch together. So this was a fun find. So the book bins today are really full, and I'm mostly looking for vintage books. Ooh, wait a minute. Yes. So I don't know if you guys are familiar with these, but they are miniature kits. So all of the pieces and the materials you need to make this are inside here, and they can be quite pricey. So this was a fun find. Part of me really wants this ketchup pillow. It's so fun and squishy. I do not need it. So the rows with the largest amount of decor are now being wheeled out and will be replaced in just a minute. So, I'm really hoping to find something really good. So far, I mean, my finds are all right, but not like super exciting. And usually when I come, I get at least one piece that I'm really, really excited about. So fingers crossed. They still haven't rotated the whole store yet, so there's still time. I'm always so amazed when ornaments are left intact in these bins. So these were at the store, but it looks like they probably were taken out when they got rid of all the Christmas. Not super exciting, but these acrylic holders are really expensive. And this one is in pristine condition. I use them for signage in my booth and when I do like events and pop-ups and stuff. I like this wood chair, but it's IKEA, so nothing special, and I don't really need it. But as an occasional chair for when you're entertaining, it's a good one. This embroidery is kind of cool. I don't love how they attached it to the stretcher, but the message is really neat. I don't know about pieces like this because, you know, in a bin of all this stuff, this of course looks the best, but is it really worth picking up? That's what I struggle with every time I'm here. Like, is it good, or is it good because it's next to, you know, stuff that's getting ready to be wheeled back through those doors? There's like a porcelain egg thing. I don't know if these are worth anything. I'll have to look it up. This box is really pretty. Oh, look at the mirror in the top, although the music box part is broken. It's a shame that this is inside because the box itself is really, really lovely. From Japan. I mean, most people aren't using it functionally. They're just putting it on a shelf. But I don't know if it's worth anything considering the music box is so busted up. Anyone else miss phones like this? Oh, I am such a button person. Like, I love buttons and dials. So this phone really still appeals to me. A cute little wood bowl. Not super valuable, but as a catch-all, they're really handy. And then, of course, for entertaining. I feel like today is the day I'm finding practical stuff and not necessarily stuff I'm going to sell on Etsy or put in my vintage booth. This will be so handy for all of my supplies and my studio space, but not exciting necessarily for you guys. So this find is very funny because the last time I entertained at my house, I was into silver and had silver chargers like this for under plates. And I was lamenting to my guest that I wanted some gold ones because obviously I'm way more into gold and brass than I am into silver. And lo and behold, here's a set of 8. It's the exact ones I got all those years ago. I just want to tell every new parent to come to the bins and grab all of the essentials because they're all here and for so cheap. And the toys, they're all in good shape, and just breaks my heart that it will all maybe go to the landfill when it could go to someone's home for their kiddos. Now, you guys know I love anything fish, but I think I draw the line at these fish flip-flops because they might be too on the nose for a fish lover. So there's a bit of a lull, so I'm gonna go through the stuff I think I'm putting back. So these Legos, it's hard for me to put back Legos because I'm a Lego girly and I have a household of people who love Legos like me. So anytime I find Legos, I kind of want to pick them up, but I don't need them. We have too many Legos as it is. This, yes, because I need this for signage in my booth. This, yes, because my son is drawing so much that I am trying to put all of his artwork in these sheet protectors, and I hate buying that stuff new because you can find it at the thrift store because no one's using that anymore. I mean, no one's even using binders, so I feel like that's like a given. A lot of the art stuff and the books are a yes. I feel like this little DIY kit is a yes because I feel like I could gift it to someone because it's so cute. And then more drawing stuff. I did get a lot of really good vintage books. Like they're attractive from like a design style. So like the colors and the spines are really good. I never look up what the subject matter is. So my biggest fear in life, well not the biggest fear in my whole life, but one of my fears in life is that I'm going to pick up a very controversial book and not know that it is. Just picking it up because I'm just like, oh, it's pretty, not realizing that it is like problematic subject matter. So hopefully that never happens to me. This next year we'll be hoarding ornaments, even though it's like it's January, so it's a year away. Always find bags for gifting because these are just so cheap at the bins. I'm probably gonna put back these little rocks. I need to look them up because sometimes they can be really expensive if they're handmade off of Etsy. So I still gotta look these up. The rest of the stuff you guys saw, I think I am putting back the picture frame cutter because I feel like it is missing a very essential piece to slot the razor blades in, which is a bummer. Such a bummer. I did find a Stanley minus the lid, but these are so expensive and I'm wondering if I can just buy a replacement lid for this because this size is the 40 ounce. If you know Stanleys, they're very expensive. And I do like the big one for long trips, but the rest of the stuff I feel like you saw already. And yeah, I think the rest I'll probably keep. But now it's super exciting. Now they are rolling out another round. This is like their second full rotation. I've been here, gosh, like 2.5, almost 3 hours already. I've been looking at other people's carts, and aside from one person who had an amazing fiber art, there hasn't been that many great things they have rolled out, period, because I always look at everybody's cart and I did not see anything I was super jealous for. So I think it's kind of like a meh morning maybe. That's how it goes. But at least I've gotten some like essentials like this. Not exciting for you guys, but exciting for me. So fingers crossed this next round of bins brings out some art or needle points or at least some ceramics maybe. Here's a desk organizer, or I guess dresser organizer, but it has a place for pens, change, your phone. I guess your phone now. Back in the day it would not have been for your phone. I don't know if this one is special enough to pick up. Usually they're more teak, and this one I think is probably like oak. So I don't know, but I'll put it in the cart. Ooh, this looks good. It's the cheese board deck. So build your own charcuterie board. This is very cool. I'm gonna have to check this out. Honestly, like who has time to make a shark out of a cucumber? I don't. And look at this duck. That is just crazy. I know I shouldn't be looking in the big art aisle, but I can't help myself. And this piece for a print is actually really cool. It has such a old historic vibe to it. I am not getting it, don't worry, but I think it's a print worth getting. So I went up to the register to pay, and plot twist, I'm 5 pounds under. So I grabbed this giant mirror in order to get the reduced per weight amount. So I'm hoping this weighs 5 pounds and I don't have to keep looking for more stuff to bring home. So that is a wrap on the Goodwill Bins today. Honestly, not a great day at the bins. In my opinion, I didn't see really anyone bringing home anything that exciting or that I was jealous of. So for all that time spent, I would have rather have stayed home, frankly, or hit up some thrift stores. So I'm always a bit of a disgruntled bins person because I hate when you just go in there and just the time goes, then you're like, did I even get anything I'm excited about? Like I got stuff that's going to be useful, but not stuff that I'm like, oh, can't wait to like get it listed or get it in my booth, which is a bummer. I would say this is probably the nicest thing I got of everything that I got. So just wanted to be transparent and real with you guys. Not every time I go out thrifting is it a good thrifting day. I know you guys think I hit all the time, but I have days like this where I'm just kind of meh. And the problem is it's the beginning of the year, so you always want to like start the year off strong with an amazing find. So maybe Goodwill, where we're heading to next, will have a find for me. Heading into the first Goodwill stop. Well, the shelves here do not look promising. They're very sparse. Super, super sparse. This is what happens at our Goodwills here. They clear out so much of the shelves that it takes them a little while to load them back up. And I am walking out. There was literally nothing, even to film. Like usually I can show you guys at least something interesting, but no, not at this stop, which is a bummer. Okay, so we're gonna try one more Goodwill. Hopefully this one delivers something exciting. I know I keep saying that. I just keep hoping. Anyways, I did see one of you guys when I was exiting the store, so that's always really exciting. If you ever see me out and about, feel free to come up and say hello, because I love chatting with people about vintage, of course. Like thrifting and vintage are shared interests. If you ever see me, make sure you say hi. Walking into the final Goodwill. I do not need another wicker or basket animal, but this little rabbit is so cute. Really pretty ceramic bowl. I wish it didn't have the thing in the center because the colors are really lovely. The $7.99, that's a little steep for me. These are nice, but I feel like they're seasonal. I'm not sure I want to pick up seasonal stuff yet. I have a hard time picking up stuff in January, but they are $4.99. Some cute souvenir cups. I have some like this that I got on a vacation, and we've of course never used, so they may end up at the Goodwill one day. Here's a pretty George Briard, I think that's how you say it, bowl. It is $20 though, which is crazy. It is silver that's been treated to retard tarnish, but it looks a little tarnished to me, so maybe someone put it through the dishwasher. The last George Briard piece I picked up has not sold, and for $20 that is too steep. So I've only ever found white versions of these like composers, but these ones are gold and definitely vintage because of the felt color. $4.99. It looks like there's another guy back here too. Something about them just feels really cheap, so I think I'm gonna leave them behind. This would be a very cool bowl to put matches in, but it's $20. So that is a no-go for me on that. This is also kind of cute. Very textural on the bottom. More my price range, $2.99. I so wish casserole dishes sold because I find the best ones out here and I want to buy all of them, but they just do not sell. They sit and sit. Okay, so I feel like I gotta call it. This was not my day at the Goodwill. 2 stops produced absolutely nothing, and then a kind of a lackluster bins day. So that's just real life. It's such a bummer though, because I always want to deliver something amazing for you guys to see, and also for myself to get super excited about. And I feel like that was not this video, but that's just how it goes sometimes. Every time I go to the thrift store, I can't expect to always find something amazing. Okay, so 2 things before I let you go. I plan to do more bins videos this year. The algorithm, the YouTube algorithm likes bins videos, and so do you guys. So even though this trip was a little, meh, I plan to give it another go and kind of put it in my rotation that I do on my channel. So we'll see how that goes this year. And the second thing is I opened up some one-on-one slots on my calendar. So if you missed out having like a strategy session with me at the end of last year, I have opened up some slots on my calendar for January. I wasn't going to do this because I have a lot going on this month. I have a lot that I'm planning to do, but I really loved having those conversations on my calendar, and it just brought me so much joy, and I felt like I was being very helpful and useful providing advice that was specific to the person that I had the call with. So if that's something that you guys feel like you could benefit from, go down in the description box and you can set up a time on my calendar. Okay, so that is all I have for you today. Thank you so much for watching despite the lack of exciting finds, and I can't wait to see you in all my videos this year. Take care.